Welcome to Last Week in Warframe, a series where I keep you updated on the past week of Warframe by compiling all news, announcements, and general posts by the developers from the forums, Reddit, Twitter, and even their live streams. Timestamps to each topic as well as their sources are in the description, so without further ado, let's go over these announcements and news from the 18th to the 30th of November. Starting with the Devstream and Steve's pre-update livestream recap, we had confirmation that the next Prime access in December will contain Ivara Prime, Baza Prime, and Aksomati Prime, and for the accessories, there'll be an I-10-themed Syandana and armor set, as shown on screen. Rebecca also showed off the upcoming Sentient Tile Set coming with a new war, commenting that the tile set will be sentient-only enemies and that 4 to 6 new units will be coming as was shown at TennoCon. Within the Devstream overview, DE also commented that the tile set's focus is on verticality and mobility. Rebecca said the following about Kuva Liches and their direction as well.
So those are two versions of a lot of the feedback we've had that we're getting in there. There's been a lot of really broad, specific, detailed, however you want it. Basically, we've had, I think, more forum posts and comments and stuff in the past since the launch of Update 26 than we have in a long time, so we're getting through a lot. A lot of people want the undead theme to come back, the TennoCon reveal with the Kuva Liches, where you kind of juxtapose the you killed me and I got stronger versus the Requiem system, which of course wasn't discussed at TennoCon at all. I don't think people expected there, of course, we didn't talk about it, so how could you expect it? But the Requiem system and the password and the keys and the mods and that sort of Lovecraftian horror version with the Requiem Relics is what's going to be staying, and we'll be iterating as we move on, especially into next year when we expand the system more. So we're hoping these two things help a lot for the short term, and then long term we're going to see what direction we take the growth of the system. But we're focusing on things right now that include the Rising Tide dry dock update, which is why no one's here with me. But absolutely rest assured that we will continue to iterate. I don't want to say in 2020 because that sounds so far away, but we will continue to iterate not only with fixes and tweaks, but expect even more. In the Luthier, Mark wants to know, how will the level of Kuva Liches work once Empyrean is out? How high will their level be, and what do we get for leveling them up before vanquishing and converting them? That's a great question. I think given what we showed at TennoCon and with the ranks, you can expect in the lifetime of the Empyrean update, maybe, who knows, maybe at launch, maybe after, for Liches to have a role there. So stay tuned for that. Etsu wants to know what will happen when the squad leader, owner of the Railjack, disconnects. How will host migration work? Will it be thrown out into space into Arkwing? Right now, you simply get the host's Railjack. That's how it works on the dev build at present time. Will converted Liches be eligible as Railjack crew, asks Rough Dungan. I would say that is the most discussed thing around the office in the future. I do hope it is a yes. Pretty sure it is, but we'll see.
A new Corpus Weapon is in the works, which shoots a bar of radiation. There are 3 images on screen showing its functionality. Rebecca also shared that they had discussed lowering or removing the destruction time from dojo rooms, but nothing was guaranteed. Stats were also shared in regards to the Kuva Lich conversion or death choices on each console, so PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4, and they shared an updated look of Warframe usage by Mastery Rank on PC, as well as Amp Prism usage by Mastery Rank. Those two are up on your screen as well. Lastly, for the Devstream, they gave us a look at the most used weapons, and post-nerf look at the Catchmoon's usage per Mastery Rank, where the Catchmoon now has dropped to 25% of Mastery Rank 27 players using the kit gun. As for Steve's pre-release update stream highlights, like usual, I will play them now instead of talking about them.
Some people that watch the stream like to see the kind of behind-the-scenes stuff about how we make Warframe for you. So I was going to show you, we just had a bug where the really cool things, or at least I think they're really cool, the really cool improvement for Arkwing, which are kind of part of the new release for Empyrean and Railjack. There was a content problem where we broke a section of the animation tree, and I wanted to kind of show you a little bit of the animation tree. Okay, so here's the game running, and so here I am animating. So if you look at the game, this is the animation tree system here. Here is the network now, after working on the game for years. And you can kind of see when things light up orange. This is one of the idle animations, and you can kind of watch the spaghetti. So this is all of the animation data to make just on the ground dude Warframe work. So it's sort of like reminds me a little bit of like a subway network, doesn't it? And then as you zoom in, and zoom in and zoom in and zoom in, you start kind of seeing all of the data that describes how all of these animation nodes work together. And so you can see the different kind of decisions. You know, if you look at this, let me see here. That's a good way to show it. Let's see here. You can see weapon states. You can see grip types, right? What type of gun, melee two-handed, heavy guns, that sort of thing. And all this kind of crazy amounts of data here to describe movements in different states. It's quite the thing. And then you can see here where I'm currently at is, let's see here, I'm in this little subtree with my two-handed gun. We don't have cross-save coming with Empyrean. It is something that we're working on.
Are melee heavy attacks working as intended? On paper, yes. People are starting to develop builds that use heavy attack efficiency.
Mm-hmm.
And I think generally speaking, people want a yes or no answer. Are you changing them in terms of the melee technique? And we are still reviewing everything. So much changed with the update that I can't imagine the answer is no, we're not changing heavy attacks, but I also can't give you definite details on what we are changing. But we are working and reviewing. Steve, what about parkour? Not too long ago, we showed the wall running versus wall hopping.
That's right.
And there's nothing.
I just finished the Fallen Order, and they have a really nice wall running. So Jeff and I have been playing it, and we've been discussing their wall running. We did try bringing the old wall running back. We didn't like how the magnetic aspect was working, and that caused collision problems, which were things that we did fix with the bunny hop. But we do want to get back to the kind of look and feel of the old wall running without those collision problems.
Yes. Steve, will there be new vehicles? We never released that car. Remember that Corpus vehicle that I used to
The
roll?
goofy car?
Yeah.
Yeah, we started working on a horse instead.
Yeah. A Hydroid Prime trailer is related to a Rising Tide, question mark? It is not. It is not.
It is not, although that is a very good pun, and we should have done that. Yeah.
We do have 2 levels built for that cinematic. In fact, I think we probably never will release it, but I've seen the levels. So, Rebecca showed us new sentient enemies. Will we get new Umbras to fight these enemies?
It sure would be cool. That isn't our current plan with that.
Mm-hmm. Any news on new augments? We are working on some.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
All right.
When are the deferred rendering changes coming?
The deferred rendering changes, we were going to ship a preview this week, and we decided to work on Rising Tide and Railjack instead. It is really, really close in a preview way. So I think the way to expect the new rendering changes is it'll be preview, I think, for a little bit and going into 2020. And then, of course, our poor lighting artists have to go through the game and make it interesting from a dynamic light perspective.
Will you elaborate on Russia-specific connection issues? That is, I've seen 3 people mention that, Russia-specific connection issues. Now, there's legacy issues that are just by the virtue of Russian ISPs and what they do and do not allow. And then if there's a new issue...
There is a new issue.
There is a new issue.
Yep, there's a new edge that's been banned.
Yes.
And our technical director has been working on resolving that. And I think the situation is improved, but I'm not sure if they are done completely.
Okay. So we are working on it.
But we do know about it, and it is something that is being looked at.
DE Steve, will we see any form of Grineer/Corpus skins for the Railjacks?
Ooh.
I haven't. All the skins we've shown are Tenno.
Oh yeah, that is a good idea though. People ask about raids. We do get that question a fair bit, and Rebecca, on your behalf, also says it's like the pretzel money. You know, where's my raids? Where's the raids? Where are the raids coming back? Where's the raids, and so on and so forth. And so definitely want that part of trying to have a small innovation in those is we're going to be implicating, we're going to try anyway to see what you guys think. We're going to try implement Squad Link and implicate that system there. And when that comes out is unknown. Right now, everything we're doing is trying to get Empyrean off the ground, or...
For PC, Update 26.1 released and the dry dock has come with it, where players can construct the room in their dojo. Once constructed, you can start building your railjack using the new resources that released in this update, and learn a bit about the railjack and Cephalon Psi. This update also brought the second rendition of the Orbiter's Arsenal, Equinox Deluxe, crit mod buffs for melee mods that had yet to receive them, such as Melee Riffins, Amalgam Ripkas, and True Punishment. Its tool no longer has blink on the first ability, as it is now universal for all Archwings and can be activated by pressing your sprint or roll key. You can rebind it to another key because the default bind is pretty clunky by changing your roll in settings. Its tool's first ability has been replaced with Arcline, where it simply shoots out a line that propels you towards it. Kuva Liches will now drop Kuva when Parazon for ranks 1 to 4, and on top of that, you can now make the Lich retreat by downing it 3 times. More information about this update, such as the fixes, changes, and additions, can be found within my patch note video, or through the patch notes. Hotfix 26.1.1 followed updating Titania's Razorwing flight model to the new version, and fixes are up on your screen. 26.1.2 simply swapped the launch locations of the new resources with each other to make more sense. Once again, fixes are up on your screen for this specific hotfix. 26.1.3 was the final PC hotfix for this period, where it added the lifted status to a number of Zors, and it added a new slider for the Orbiter's Wear and Tear found within the Orbiter's Appearance menu. For console users, Xbox One and PlayStation 4 received update 26.0.6, aka the old blood, but Nintendo Switch's update has yet to receive certification. If you're a console player and want to know what that update entails, I have a specific console patch note video up on the channel for you guys, but since that update's release, DE has also released on Xbox One and PlayStation 4 Update 26.0.8, which includes everything before the dry dock's release, such as converted glitch trading, back-to-back duplicate removal, defiled Requiem mod transfusion, and a lot more. That is live as of recording this video, but for Nintendo Switch players, you will have to wait once again, because it's still in the certification process. If you wish to know what's coming with update 26.0.8, as mentioned at the start of the video, the patch notes are linked in the description to that. Before I move on though, an important bit of information to share for Nintendo Switch players is that DE will be providing you with a double affinity weekend, 2 relic packs, and a 7-day resource booster upon login. Grendel and Gauss's alt helmets will be made available in the Nightwave shop once Nintendo Switch receive their update. On Twitter, Steve shared a clip of the Sentient Tile Set with the caption, "Volumetric fog upgrades generate low-resolution light volume for our existing volumetric tech, high performance, juicy evil." And afterwards, he also shared 4 images of the tile set from different tiles. Rebecca had also shared these images of Ivara Prime in a more HD look, and DE are cataloging feedback in regards to Ember's rework, but they are focusing on bigger development goals at the moment. Rebecca shared, quote, "Our ongoing development model allows us to cyclically return to things. Sometimes the waiting game is a bit long, but we'll have the feedback ready as the team is ready for it." End quote. A bunch of new merch has launched on the Warframe store, those being the ugly Warframe sweater, 3-in-1 glyph ornament kit, ancient infested scroll skateboard, holiday bundle, and the Deck the Scrolls bundle. The winners of the Autumn 2019 featured dojo contest were announced, and for first place, they are up on your screen per platform. And to finish the episode off, spoilers for the future, and I guess Railjack reveals, but a player on Reddit found a way to reveal what's in our Railjack, to which Steve replied to the post with ellipses and a GIF, but yeah, it's up on your screen what is under it, as for now I guess. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching Last Week in Warframe. If you found the video informative, make sure to leave a like. If you think I can improve upon the series in any way, shape or form, make sure to leave it in the comment section down below. If you want the channel glyph, they are up on your screen, 5 codes per platform. If someone has already redeemed it, then you won't be able to redeem the code you inputted. And if you missed out on the previous episode, the annotation on your screen will take you right to it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.